Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, comment, and leave a like. Without further ado, let's get into it. Generation after generation, consoles are getting better, and now that we have the Xbox Series X, one of the most anticipated consoles of all time, it wouldn't be fair to use it without your TV. So if you want the maximum visual performance out of your console, here is a list of the 5 best monitors you can buy for your Xbox Series X. Number 1. Acer Nitro XV282K KVP MII PRUZX. First up on our list is Acer Nitro. God, I'm not going to say that name again. But don't let the name fool you. It is a 4K monitor with 144 Hz of refresh rate, IPS panel, and FreeSync enabled. It is 28 inches across and gets bright enough to showcase the detailed image quality you expect from gaming hardware from Acer. It also supports HDMI 2.1. It also supports VRR to minimize screen tearing, but it can lack contrast in certain scenarios. Since it is an IPS panel, it lacks local dimming. It has 4 USB 3.0 ports and takes only 65 watts to run. Number 2. Dell S272 1QS. If you're shopping on a tight budget, then check out the Dell S272 1QS. It is also an IPS panel, but the screen real estate is much smaller. The downside is it does not support HDMI 2.1 and the refresh rate is only limited to 60 Hz. But it still has good response times and VRR support. Unfortunately, it's pretty light on gaming features, and it also doesn't have any USB ports. If money is no object, definitely go with Acer. Number 3. Samsung LC32 G75 TQ SNXZA Odyssey G7 1440p. What is up with the names of these monitors? They sound like codes for alien machines. It is also called Odyssey G7, but no, this monitor from Samsung delivers solid value for money when it comes to 1440p resolution. It shines with its 240 Hz refresh rate. It's also packed with gamer-oriented features. The high refresh rate helps deliver the incredibly fast response time that remains quick even when gaming at 60 Hz, so motion looks smooth. It also has a black frame insertion feature to help improve the appearance of motion, but you likely won't need it. It has a VA panel with an impressive contrast ratio that delivers deep blacks, and it gets bright enough to combat glare if you want to use it in a well-lit room. Number 4. Gigabyte M27Q. The Gigabyte M27Q is somewhere in the middle of the Acer and Samsung monitors we have featured today. It also rocks an IPS panel, but viewing angles are much wider. The refresh rate is locked at 170 Hz, which is still more than you will ever need since Xbox X has 120 Hz output. It has exceptional response times and supports variable refresh rate to reduce screen tearing. The downside is that the USB-C power delivery is limited to 10 watts, which is only enough for small devices like smartphones. Unfortunately, like most IPS panels, it has a mediocre contrast ratio that makes blacks appear gray in the dark. Number 5. LG OLED 48CX Pub. When it comes to monitors, LG yells go big or go home. This 48-inch behemoth with OLED screen is an amazing 4K monitor and is a treat for gamers. Ultra-thin bezels make this big monitor nice and slim for a desk. It delivers impressive overall performance, and the picture quality is exceptional thanks to its OLED panel. It can individually turn off pixels, resulting in an infinite contrast ratio and perfect blacks. It has a 120 Hz panel with HDMI 2.1 support. This means you can play 4K games up to 120 FPS from the Xbox Series X. It has FreeSync support to reduce screen tearing, a near instant response time, and low input lag. In terms of HDR content, it displays a wide color gamut, has outstanding gradient handling, and has decent peak brightness in HDR, enough to bring out some highlights. If you want to use it in a well-lit room, it has fantastic reflection handling and gets bright enough to combat some glare. So which one is your favorite monitor to play games on the Xbox Series X? Share in the comments below. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more.